I just want to introduce a couple of people here. So, Matt Gilman, can you come here for a minute? Now, everybody, if you don't know who he is, this man here is the president of the Oakwood Raiders. This is the team that took over after the Woodlawn Cowboys used to call this home. In the process, him and a couple of other people were instrumental here in trying to put this together. John, could you please come here? This is John Santos. Is also played for the Woodlawn Cowboys. So he can tell you when he tried to put the team back together, and they decided to call it Oakwood Raiders to do a combination of Oak Hill and Woodlawns. And I believe, John, if I'm correct, you guys had words with the city regarding using the spot here, and they discouraged you from using it. In fact, moved you over to Max Street. Is that correct?
That is correct. When we first started the organization, roughly around 10, 11 years ago, we petitioned the city to use the field. And at first they told us the field wasn't available, it wasn't field ready, and we basically told them, we just want grass. We don't need lights, we don't need sprinklers, all we want grass and a place for the kids to play. This area had been lost of a football organization for like the last, I want to say 18 years, where the Woodlawn Cowboys moved to Providence because the city sort of forced them out, because the majority of the kids who played were from Providence and not from this area. I mean, although we did service a lot of kids here, we did have from the surrounding area a lot of kids from Providence to play. So they sort of forced Woodlawn Cowboys out and left this field basically barren. When we got here, it was really a place to drink and smoke and partake in drugs. We slowly came in, slowly got that element out of here and established the Oakwood Raiders and had our kids here practicing and playing. We were doing that for a while. We were really successful with it, and then, was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, about 2 years ago, we were told that they were going to move us to Max Reed. Now, to be honest, and I don't want to harp on the city, because the city, the Parks and Rec has been good to us as an organization, and they always work with us. So when they moved us, we really didn't question it. I just said they're going to move us to someplace better. Maybe they're doing something, something different with this place. I wasn't aware that they were moving us away so they can basically make this a dumping site. If that would have been the fact, maybe I would have fought a little harder and stuff, and it would have kind of, dug my heels in a little more. But like I said, this place is important. I'm born and raised. I'm right on Warren Ave. My mother still owns the house. I still live on the property. I know what this area needs. I know me growing up as a youth, how important this field was to me and my friends. I mean, as a place to go out and, just let off steam and have a place to go and belong. And that's why we brought this back here, because we wanted the kids to play for their team. Before, kids had to go to Darlington, which is the other side of the city, had to go to Central Falls or Fieldlawn if they wanted to play football. We wanted our kids to be able to go to their school and say, I represent Woodlawn, I represent Oak Hill. Yeah. That's what we brought it. And like I said, it's been running successfully and stuff. I ran it for the first 11 years. Matt's taken over the last 2 years and stuff, and is doing a fantastic job. We just need the support of everybody, you know what I'm saying, to continue a place for this community to partake in and have a spot to kind of, just like I said, smell and don't see pavement. And it's funny because when I grew up, I moved down to Darlington, and the first thing I did, I bought a house that had grass on it, because my house never had grass. My house was asphalt. And I ended up coming back here to this area and stuff, and these kids, they need a spot to be able to play and not scuff their knees on asphalt, scuff their knees on grass. So,
Right. Yeah, thank you, John, and thank you, Matt. Now, just one last thing I just wanted to add, and actually, I think we spent enough time, so I'm going to pass it on. Thank you again, everyone. I want to especially thank Jennifer Stewart, Ben Evans, John Santos, Matt Gilman, my friend Cherry there, who came all the way down from Seacon just to support. Okay, so. And then Greg Jarrett, the environmentalist here. We had a team with Boris Steiner, who's an artist local, doesn't live here, but however has a studio right there. Sue Andebro, who's running for District 3, is it, in Providence? Yep, Ward 3. And also Bradley, he's also here, he's in support, and he's been on top of this issue from the Providence side anyways regarding the development. And also we have a fellow council person of mine here, Melissa DaRosa as well, out here supporting. So thank you all very much. You have no idea how much this means to me because the last meeting that I had, this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to pass it on. Last meeting I had with some members of the administration, when I brought out the issue with the legality regarding this transaction, I was essentially told, for all practical purposes, they're going to do what they want to do. More specifically, they told me, well, even if you're right, what's to stop us from doing some sort of motion to quiet the title? Who's going to object? So I want everybody to scream here as to who's going to object.
We object.
Thank you.